Huge thank you to our channel member, Flying Walnut, in brackets, Sasha. Alright. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, to the Saturday afternoon watch along here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. Of course, as always, hope you are doing well. Get involved in the polls and the live chat as well. Get your predictions in as we watch what has been dubbed as one of the most fiercest rivalries in the EFL. We are here to watch Wimbledon, or AFC Wimbledon, take on the MK Dons in League Two. Coverage hasn't started yet, but if you are wanting to watch along, it is on Sky Sports Plus. Coverage starts, should literally start now. In fact, it does start now, so we'll get that on now. Lovely. Of course, two very bitter rivals. Rivalry forged by how the two clubs were formed over the demise of the original Wimbledon. I think we're in for what I think it should be a very, very good match. I reckon it's going to be a draw. Wimbledon currently. So in terms of the tables, Wimbledon are currently in 7th place. 4 games played, 3 wins and a loss. MK Dons are in 15th with 5 games played, 2 wins and 3 losses. So neither side drawing a game this season. But this could go one of two ways for me. It can go for an AFC Wimbledon win, or it can go for a draw. But if I had to pick, I would probably go for maybe a draw in this one. I reckon probably 1-1. But let me know what you think in the chat as we go through, while we've got 10 minutes or so to go, the lineups. Alright, lineups then for this afternoon's game. Start with AFC Wimbledon. Number 1 in goal, Owen Goodman. 33, Isaac Ogundere. 31, Joe Lewis. 26, Riley Harbottle. 11, Josh Nerville. 12, Alistair Smith. 4, Captain Jake Reeves. 21, Miles Hippolyte. 7, James Tilley. 9, Omar Bogle. And 14, Matty Stevens. Good afternoon to Wayne and to Paul Hussey getting involved, saying afternoon all AFC Wimbledon to win 2-1. I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be an excellent game. We watched a fabulous game from League Two last time round with Gillingham and Chesterfield. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this should be a decent game as well. MK Dons lineup in goal: number 1, Tom McGill. 17, Luke Offord. 34, Callum Tripp. 23, Lawrence Maguire, brother of Harry. 16, Aaron Nemane. 24, Connor Lemonade Evans. 10, Liam Kelly. 14, Joe Tomlinson. 18, Tommy Lee. 8, Captain Alex Gilby. And 22, Callum Hendry. So coverage of this one, as we've said before, should be a good one, this one. Shirt option for today. is by Italian club Pescara. They designed this during the pandemic. This was made in order to help out with funds for those that were affected by the pandemic or COVID over in Italy. And Pescara released a fan-made shirt. I'll get a better view of it. Just give me a sec. It's a fan-designed shirt for the for this one. You can see that there. So it's not for. I don't think it's for Pride. I think this is literally just a designed T-shirt. Obviously, the Pescara badge having the whale on there already. So they incorporated the whale on the shirt. And lots of people went potty over this, as in they went and bought it. So all the funds went to help out with the COVID situation. And so yes, that's on display for you this afternoon. Paul says, thought you would have streamed Southampton against Man United. To be fair, I think we've done quite a few sort of games of Man United recently. I did think about it, and then I saw this one, and I was like, this is like a very sort of hotly anticipated rivalry between these guys. Oh, the stream's cut off. Why is the stream cut off?
A good start.
Bizarre. But yeah, this one is it's a big old rivalry between these two sides, given the formation of the new MK Dons after the collapse of the old Wimbledon. So we've gone for this one. I think this will be quite an entertaining one. Get your votes in as well for the predictions. We'll do that right up until the first goal is scored. The last meeting that these two teams had, AFC Wimbledon did run out 1-0 winners. And we are about 4 minutes or so from kick-off here. I think this should be a good one. I think this should be excellent. We'll keep you informed with all the other half-12 games. The other half-12 games that we've got today. In the Premier League, Southampton against Manchester United. We've got Leeds against Burnley, Mill against Luton, Oxford against Stoke City. In League One, Mansfield against Cambridge United, and Northampton Town against Wickham. And in League Two, obviously this one and the other game that's being played at 12:30 is also available on Sky Sports Plus. Swindon versus Newport. Then we're back later on this evening for the 8 o'clock game, which is Chelsea travelling to Bournemouth. But we are 3 minutes or so away from the get-go. Get that music on pause. Let's get the game running. Get the game. What do I need to do there? Beautiful stuff. Right, here we go. Paul says Leeds against Burnley should be interesting. I think it should be a fascinating game. It was a tricky decision to know which ones to do today. Very, very tricky. So here we go. Fierce rivalry between the two sides coming out onto the pitch.
AFC Wimbledon hosting the first derby day in a new era for MK Dons. much history between these two clubs.
There's a little bit of family history with myself and AFC Wimbledon. My uncle who passed away last year is a massive was a massive AFC Wimbledon fan.
Deliver 3 points here today.
So it's kind of made sense to do this one, as he was a as he was a Wimbledon fan.
In his first 4 games of the season, and after plenty of drama last week across the few games that we did have in League Two, 6 yellow cards to each team in the last meeting, plenty of eyes will be on how this game develops. So pre-match, Johnny Jackson stressed how each and every single one of the players
This is going to be absolutely.
of this feature.
I think it's going to be heated. I think we're going to see some tackles in as we tackles go in as we do in League Two.
Starts in place of Ryan Jackson, who he replaced early on last time out. James Tilley makes his first start of the campaign in the league, and Matty Stephen comes in to the starting 11. Well, Furlong and
We'll go for the subs bench while we're here as well. Fans in good voice already. So for Wimbledon on the bench, number 8, Callum Maycock, 22, Lewis Ward, 10, Josh Kelly, 3, James Furlong, 39, Joe Piggott, 16, James Ball, and number 5, John Joe O'Toole.
where's the armband after signing a new deal? And Aaron Nemain starts despite limping off against Walsall.
For MK Dons on their bench, number 12, Nathan Harness, 11, Stephen Wern, 6, MJ Williams, 39, Sonny Finch, 4, Jack Tucker, 27, Joe White, and number 9, Ellis Harrison.
Looking to make some impact in the midfield.
Paul says, are they still at Plough Lane? They are. They renamed it for sponsorship reasons. It's the Cherry Red Records Stadium. But we are literally seconds away from getting this fiery derby game off and underway. Oddly, not a sellout by the looks of it, but should be a good atmosphere nonetheless. So referee is ready, players are ready, fans are definitely ready. And off we go for the first half.
Wimbledon and Jake Reeves get us underway in this huge derby clash here at the Cherry Red Records Stadium. A glorious day for it
It's beautifully sunny
on the far side.
in London. Hello to everyone that's joining. Come and say hi in the chat. Get involved in the polls as well. Get your predictions in, etc., etc.
EFL Cup and Trophy game.
Of course, if you are watching along on Sky Sports Plus, get your thoughts in as the game is being played.
Traditional blue and yellow kit. MK Dons in the white. Starts the season for both these sides.
So Don's on the MK Don's looking to attack at the moment, but
Their best start in 4 games.
Wimbledon win it back.
Season in their history in the EFL. Built around the MK Dons. It's a season that they're growing into after that important victory last time out.
So AFC Wimbledon have had a very good start to the season, sitting in 7th place, having lost just 1 game so far this season.
On the near side.
MK Dons have lost 3 so far in the league and have won 2. So neither side have drawn a game. But I do have it down to be a draw this afternoon. Family ties want me to have AFC Wimbledon to win. And probably for nostalgic reasons, I do want AFC Wimbledon to win.
Managers keeping their cards close to the chest in terms of who would be available for this fixture.
Also, for those that aren't watching, I'll give you the status of play. MK Dons playing from left to right, and Wimbledon playing from right to left.
Make a nuisance of himself amongst this back three for AFC Wimbledon.
MK Dons just winning it back, but pressure on the ball there and a foul early doors.
Midfield. Might just adjust the way that MK Dons play.
Foul by Nerville.
Approach this game. That patient build-up. Take their opportunities.
Here come the MK Dons on the right-hand side.
Crowded midfield and
But, yeah, nothing's going to come from it. It goes for a goal kick. Lively start so far in the opening 3 minutes of this game. So do get involved in the polls, in the chat. Come say hi. 75% of you reckon that AFC Wimbledon will win, and 25% reckon the MK Dons. No one backing a draw. Looks like it's just me backing a draw this afternoon.
Goodman encourages his players up the field on loan from Crystal Palace, England under-20 international.
Ball forward. Here come Wimbledon. I'll tell you what, first shot of the game, and in the end, easy enough for McGill to handle.
Not a huge amount of power on it, and easy.
Scuffed effort, if anything, from Bogle.
Tom McGill. Get both hands onto.
Shepherded well. Out of play here for a AFC Wimbledon goal kick. Looking in control in the opening sort of 4.5 minutes here so far.
MK Dons haven't had a huge amount of shots. They've taken their opportunities.
So we're back this evening
5 big chances.
for Bournemouth against Chelsea. And then we're live tomorrow from 1:45 to build up Tottenham against Arsenal.
Need to take their chances today against the AFC Wimbledon side, full of confidence. They've actually faced the fewest shots in the league so far this season.
Hippolyte to take the throw for Wimbledon deep in the MK Dons half.
The strength of the back line and how they operate in the midfield. Looking to launch this one in.
Long throw in by Hippolyte.
And keep possession.
Here is captain Jake Reeves on the ball for Wimbledon, going all the way back to his goalkeeper Owen Goodman. So let us know how your Saturday is so far, how your Saturday morning has been. Mine's been a very busy one. Household chores and all that good stuff. Weather is absolutely beautiful out there as well, by the way. I'll tell you what, it's a sloppy ball there. And the Wimbledon are in. That's a brilliant save. What a save. That is by Tom McGill. I tell you what. It's Hippolyte who had the effort. Oh, it's a slap. The left back who gave it away. It's a great ball by Jake Reeves. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's a great save. That's an excellent stop. Strong left hand, tipping it round the post. Wimbledon have started this game really, really well.
To the bottom corner of the net.
Wimbledon corner,
Opportunity as well, pounced upon by Jake Reeves.
which will be taken in a second. There's a bit of a scuffle going on in the box.
Great for Eiffel. Trying to have some say in the pushing and shoving that's going on just in front of the goal.
Just wait for this corner to come in. There's lots of shoving. Header goes over.
Again, another good opportunity.
It's getting feisty.
Headed over and out for a corner on the opposite side now.
Yeah, feisty already. Joe Lewis and I think Alex Gilby having a bit of a tussle there.
We can see already how charged this game is.
So another corner to Wimbledon.
In the area, in front of the goal.
Going to be swung in on the right hand side here. And it goes. There's the header. Easy enough for the goalkeeper to gather.
McGill trying to get in the way of Tom McGill. On loan from Brighton.
MK Don's getting heavily booed, as you'd expect. It's a fabulous piece. If you read up on it, if you don't know too much about why these two are rivals, it's a fabulous piece on I think it's Wikipedia that they sort of outline why these two hate each other. The formation of the MK Dons is a fascinating one. Well, Wayne's busy doing chores, just mopping the floors. He's a poet and don't even know it. Bit of a, yeah. Tell you what, Joe Lewis is looking very, very fired up for this one. Goodness me. Right, we've got goals to bring so far. Millwall 0, Luton 1, and Northampton Town have taken the lead against Wickham. And Swindon are a goal up against Newport. Early goals. Southampton, Man United, still 0-0.
Just looking for any opportunity to burst forward.
What have we got here? What have they done here? Is that... What have they given? Oh, I'll tell you what, they're giving a back pass here. Is it a back pass they've given? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a back pass. That's interesting. I haven't seen one of those for a long time. So it's a free kick inside the box. Or an indirect free kick inside the box, which means someone's got to touch it before a shot can be had. But it is literally on the 6-yard box because of the pass back from the MK Dons defender. So there's a massive chance here for Wimbledon. Very rare you see this sort of thing in football. Oh, it's in! Well, there you go, it's in. It's absolutely rifled it home. And early doors.
Oh, yes!
Our Wimbledon lead. All from that indirect free kick. It's touched on by Jake Reeves, who then absolutely thunders it. I think it's Hippolyte. It's Hippolyte who scores. He's absolutely rifled that into the goal. And Wimbledon lead MK Dons by a goal to 0. Absolutely thumped that in. Now we're in for a game. Wimbledon 1, MK Dons 0. The back pass, which led to an indirect free kick, was touched by Jake Reeves. And Miles Hippolyte absolutely rifles it. into the goal. It's going to get real feisty now. Super, super feisty. Captain for MK Dons, Alex Gilby getting spoken to.
New deal this week alongside teammate Joe Tomlinson. And now MK
Don's throw here. It's starting to spice up this.
need to find something special to respond with. This is a notoriously hard backline to break down from AFC Wimbledon this
MK Dons have a throw in the Wimbledon half.
season. The fewest shots
Right hand side of the pitch.
in the league so far.
Free kick given away by James Tilley. It's if you're watching the game, you can see it's spicing up big time spicing up. So free kick here to the MK Dons. It's been a real feisty, fiery, enjoyable opening 15 minutes here, or close to 15 minutes. As a free kick is whipped in.
Nice ball into the area.
And played upfield, but no one's going to get to it.
Matty Stevens.
So we'll end the poll there. Come get involved. If you're enjoying it so far, do feel free to drop a like. It helps the channel out immensely.
Scored from
In the Premier League game, still Southampton 0, Man United 0.
AFC Wimbledon awarded an indirect free kick for a pass back.
Here come Wimbledon. Here's Hippolyte.
It's Hippolyte driving forward once again.
Can't find Matty Smith.
Able to find the right
And cleared away by the goalkeeper Tom McGill. Free kick for a trip, and it's going to not calm things down a little bit, but it's going to take the sting out of the game a little bit.
free kick awarded to AFC Wimbledon.
Won't be for long though.
Right, so good at adding that extra width on this near side. Once again, though, the flag was up. Proving to be an important signing for AFC Wimbledon after joining from Stockport over the summer.
Really good first
Plenty of experience.
15 minutes here. Really, really good, as you'd expect from the lower league football.
It's AFC Wimbledon with the early lead. Grudge match.
Ball down the wing here. Comes to nothing as the MK Dons winger falls over, and that goes for a Wimbledon goal kick.
Adjusting his socks back up onto his feet. And a quick pat on the back from Isaac Agundere.
So the atmosphere inside this stadium is
You're not surprised to see targeted. So, such a talent.
it's a fiery place to be on a Saturday afternoon. Is the Cherry Red Record Stadium, also known as Plough Lane.
Ryan Johnson. that game against Fleetwood.
Thrown here to MK Dons. So, if you're just joining us and you're not watching the game, and that's an interesting. That's an interesting back pass there. The pressure there, allowing Wimbledon to win the ball back. It's going to be a throw to them. So if you're just joining us and you're not watching the game and you're wondering how Wimbledon are 1-0 up, it came from an indirect free kick after a pass back, one of the rarest things you see in football, a pass back. And Miles Hippolyte absolutely thundered it past the goalkeeper. Dons are in again here. Tilly blocked. Here's Hippolyte. Reeves. Good play this from Wimbledon. Looking good at the moment, Wimbledon. Look more up for this at the moment than MK Dons do, that's for sure. So Tilly's left-footed effort saved well by Tom McGill in the MK Dons goal. Throw-in to be taken here by Hippolyte. In it goes. It's a long throw. And MK Dons at the moment can't seem to get anything going. At the moment, Wimbledon in control, as the 1-0 scoreline suggests as well. They've actually been pretty decent despite the goal. MK Dons just can't seem to get anything clicking at the moment. Bugil forward and gathered up by the goalkeeper. Ball over the top. Comes to nothing for the MK Dons. Again, they're just it's the whether it's the occasion or whether it's just the fact that they're not so much struggling this season so far. But you can clearly see that AFC Wimbledon have got the confidence. They also knocked out Ipswich in the Carabao Cup. And they'll host Newcastle in the next round. But here come the MK Dons. Ball goes into the middle. No one's there, though. Thought the cross was played a little too early there. And here we go. Here's Bugil forward for the Wimbledon. Free kick here as well. He's done well to win a free kick there, and it's a very, very dangerous position by Omar Bugil. If MK Dons aren't careful here, they're going to concede a second. So dangerous position here, plenty of opportunity to either dink a cross in or try and test the goalkeeper. Tilly actually whips it in, and the header goes over the bar. Very good opportunity. Who was it that had the header?
Good opportunities keep coming for AFC Wimbledon.
Could he have done better with this? He probably could have done. It's a good opportunity that for Wimbledon to go 2-0 up here. But it wasn't to be.
carries so much history.
God, dear me. So other results so far, at least the ones that have goals, just as Wimbledon break here. Bugle's done well. He's done really well.
Continuing to try and break through though is
Just couldn't get the ball under control. We did really well though. Burnley have taken the lead against Leeds in the Championship.
stretching on the way up.
1-0 there at Ellen Road. Wickham in League One have equalised against Northampton, so 1-1 there. And, Swindon Town have raced into a 3-0 lead already. They were 3-0 up after 21 minutes.
Down this left-hand side where MK Dons trying
So quite incredible. Swindon 3-0 up already against Newport.
run into a little bit of traffic on that left side.
Whips a cross in.
Action though, an
A
opportunity.
good hand. Good hand by Owen Goodman.
And Goodman
Nobody got a touch on the. Nobody got a touch on it, but it was sailing into that back post.
face of goal.
Great hand. Very good hand. Okay, Don's just starting to try and put one or two things together. Safe to say they have been outplayed for the opening half of this first half.
Something that MK Dons will want to try and build on. Aaron Main can't quite believe that that has gone the other way.
Getting a load of stick as well. I do love a good derby game, I must admit.
Academy product, Gundering. Has to wait to take this one while Drysdale has another brief word with Callum Hendry.
Referee having a word with MK Don's striker, Callum Hendry.
Not the first conversation those two have had as his captain guides him away from the referee.
Is Nerville. Lumped over the top looking for his man, but that was interesting. Was he not outside the box then? Goalkeeper played a very risky...
McGill holding his nerve when he collected that ball. There was appeals from the fans on the far side,
risky game then.
maybe wishfully hoping that he would have maybe stepped over the line.
Great tackle. Wins a throw as well. So Wimbledon throw deep in the MK Dons half. The head tennis at the moment. Wimbledon win it back well.
Down and
You can definitely see that Wimbledon full of confidence at the moment.
Tilly.
Reeves.
Nice move, but
It's given away though.
to the feet of Aaron Lemay.
But it's almost like as soon as MK Dons get on the ball, Wimbledon are they're chasing them down. They're doing the high press. They're doing everything that they need to,
Lovely footwork.
and they're playing really, really well. Very much deserving of their 1-0 lead so far.
Certainly unfair to watch. The first 27 minutes of this game contributed a huge amount at both ends of the pitch for the host.
Nerville did well to win a throw. I mean, this is really deep inside that MK Dons half now. Right hand side. Lawrence Maguire for MK Dons, the brother of Harry Maguire. So equally as shit. Just saying. Long throw. In it goes. Cleared by Maguire. Great ball forward. I don't think there was much in that. Goalkeeper's been fouled. Free kick to MK Dons. Didn't think there was much in that, personally.
Down the left-hand side. Just to go backwards. Kelly's open, but still the ball doesn't fall to him. It's into
MK Dons bringing it forward. Right hand side. Here is Nemane. Or Nemain, sorry. Is fouled. Free kick here to MK Dons, deep in the Wimbledon half. It's such a fascinating game to watch, this one. Red hot atmosphere. Ball goes in. It's deep, but Wimbledon win it back. Ball forward is going to be dealt with by the back line. This has got all the means of it really kicking off, like deep in that second half. Massive hatred between the two. Half hour played, still Wimbledon 1, MK Dons 0. Goal coming from an indirect free kick in the penalty box after there was a back pass. MK Dons win it back though. Space here. Oh, and it's a poor. Well, it's a good ball, but it was too much on it to try and find his man there from Liam Kelly. This goes for a Wimbledon goal kick. It's just, there's so much happening. It's fascinating. It really, really is fascinating to watch.
Opportunities have started to open up for MK Dons towards the end of this first half. Under 15 minutes left to play. On the back of the shirt. Matthew Stevens.
Mike Stevens just hasn't been in the game a great deal for Wimbledon, whereas his strike partner Bugil has Great ball over the top here, looking for this man, but it's skidded off the turf, straight into the hands of Owen Goodman.
Deflection from Goodman.
In the Premier League game between Southampton and Man United, Southampton have missed a penalty.
Going the way of MK Dons.
Onana saving a penalty.
And a goal either. Wimbledon. At the 11-minute mark. They haven't dominated possession really.
Here's Reeves.
First few games AFC Wimbledon still come away with the results. Well intercepted ball there and
A foul by Nerville. Free kick to MK Dons.
free kick. Have a shot on target. This is the sixth shot AFC Wimbledon have had. 5 of those have been on target. Just the 1 goal to show for it.
Well, it's not 0-0 anymore at Southampton and Man United. Manchester United have just taken the lead. So no sooner than Southampton having the penalty saved, do Man United go up the other end and score. It's going down as a Matthias de Ligt goal.
Fourth official, Ross Martin, just having to remind Johnny Jackson. Stay within his technical area.
10 minutes to go in this one before half time. Still 1-0. Wimbledon looking very, very good for their 1-goal lead.
He'll be delighted with the start that his side has made to this clash. Particularly the role the headlines displayed.
Offside there was a Hippolyte. Free kick to MK Dons. Dan Graham, afternoon to you. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream.
MK Dons over the course of the last 10 minutes just been allowed more of that time for the patient build-up we're used to seeing. They take their time. It's something that they were criticised for after the game against Salford. Tend to play those long balls over the top, like to build from the back. Usually it's something that the AFC Wimbledon side are particularly adept at closing down. Haven't let much through their midfield this season.
Play's being stopped here for a head injury.
Abigail back up onto his feet, holding the back of his neck. No surprise. The physicality of this game. been repeatedly reminded of, and something that Darren Drysdale has done very well indeed to control for the first 38 minutes.
So MK Dons have not really posed much of a threat going forward. Wimbledon have done well to keep them at bay. I don't think they've actually had any attempts on goal. I'm just going to double check that now. No, they actually haven't. MK Dons haven't had any shots on goal. So it's quite impressive what Wimbledon are doing to keep them out.
Another free kick, and
It's not easy to keep a team out for that long.
driving forward. In the main.
Here's the main. Ball over to the main.
Finding a way to break through, and there wasn't the power on it. He feels like
Well, I think that's the first shot that MK Dons have had, if that even goes down as an attempt on goal. No, never. No, there's no foul there at all.
seems he was tripped potentially, or his heel caught. He grabs his ankle. An interesting battle between him and James Tilley. Starting 11 for the first time in the league this season.
Kelly forward. Here's the main.
Goes to go head to head again, and Hippolyte gets involved.
Hippolyte did really well there with with the challenge, but a bit slow to release the ball.
Hippolyte
And now here come the MK Dons again.
possesses him. White shirts of MK Dons once again in possession. Dominated the possession stats for the last 10 minutes. It's been all MK Dons. Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon, so quick out to the blocks.
Here's Maguire. Kelly.
Swiping the ball down. MK Dons have responded well.
It's going to get feisty. There are some challenges going in here.
Stevens.
Here's Nerville.
So close to the
Nerville keeps it in.
line, and Nerville able to keep it in. Reinforcements arriving.
Cross at the back post. No one there though.
In the area.
Goes to nothing. And goes for a goal kick. It's starting. It's bubbling nicely. I think that's the second half is going to absolutely whoop it for sure. Manchester United are 2-0 up at Southampton now. Marcus Rashford getting on the score sheet. Those who have one eye on the Fantasy Premier League. Marcus Rashford getting the goal.
League goal of the season. Last time out for Josh Nerville. Just that deeper role in the midfield. First half of this game.
But Wimbledon have held their own very, very well here against MK Dons, who, again, just really haven't offered anything at all. Apart from the one very sort of tame, very tame, Aaron the main effort. It has been mostly all Wimbledon. Last 10 minutes or so has been all MK Dons, but again, they're having the ball, but they're not doing anything with it.
Watchalong.
I imagine the second half will be quite a different story. And again, it goes out of play. Some of the attempts to try and keep the ball in have been a little wasteful. Goes for a Wimbledon throw though. 2 minutes before we are looking to see how much injury time there will be. I don't think there'll be a great deal. Here's Reeves. Here's Nerville. Gets round his man. MK Dons just playing their way out at the moment. The high press though is working. It's working. But MK Dons do get out of it. Can they produce something before the half-time whistle? No is the answer to that question. Their first half struggles continue. If you're not watching, and I may not have said a great deal, there's so much going on. It's been such a fascinating game that it's very difficult. Very difficult to take your eyes off it. It is incredible. The pace and the fact that they're there's just so much happening. There's no sort of breaks in play in terms of slowing things down. It's just a constant. Fascinating game. Really, really is. And it's only going to get tasty in the second half, I think. I think we're in for a very, very tasty second half. So 1 additional minute to add on here. Let us know if you have been watching along, your thoughts. If you haven't, if you've been listening to me. My immediate thoughts are that Wimbledon are fully deserving of their 1-0 lead. Fully deserving of their 1-0 lead. And that'll do. First half over and done with, and I tell you what a game it's been. Miles Hippolyte with the only goal of the game so far. Thunderous indirect free kick was the reason why Wimbledon lead MK Dons by a goal to 0. Okay, so let's go through some of the scores then whilst we are here. Go through those that are being played at half past. I'll tell you what. Goodness me. Alright, so Premier League. Coming up to half-time, Southampton 0, Manchester United 2. Goals from Matthias de Ligt and Marcus Rashford, giving United a 2-goal lead there. In the Championship, Leeds 0, Burnley 1, coming up to half-time there. Millwall 0, Luton 1, coming up to half-time there. Oxford United 0, Stoke City 0, coming up to half-time in that one. In League One, half-time, Mansfield Town 1, Cambridge United 0, and coming up to half-time, Northampton Town 1, Wycombe Wanderers 1. League 2, obviously the one we're watching, Wimbledon 1, MK Dons 0, and at half-time in the other game, Swindon 4, Newport County 0. Not a good half for those of a Newport County persuasion. Stats then, which is a strange one really, considering how dominant AFC Wimbledon have been. Possession-wise, AFC Wimbledon 32% to MK Dons 68%. 6 shots, 5 on target for AFC Wimbledon. Just 1 shot, 1 on target, which was the Nemane shot. Nemane shot that was sort of very, very tame. AFC Wimbledon 128 passes to MK Dons 273. As it stands, if it stays this way, AFC Wimbledon will top League Two. Obviously, that's before the other games take place this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Fascinating half. It really has been a fascinating half, and I would sort of urge, if you aren't watching, to find a way to watch, because it is going to get very, very spicy very, very quickly in that second half once it kicks off. We'll take a quick break now until we come back for the second half. So now's a very good time to do what you need to do. We'll be back at 12:30, literally about 10 minutes time for the second half. Back in a sec.
EFL.
Well, timed that well. Two teams just coming back on to the pitch. Lovely stuff. Right. Welcome back. We're ready to go for the second half. It's going to be another tasty affair, I'm sure. Here we go. Second half off and underway.
Wanting to keep that momentum going, they found a way, and they found gaps through the overcrowded midfield. That's by AFC Wimbledon. Able to find a goal from it.
And starting off sloppy once again. The high press is really causing MK Dons a lot of trouble. Long throw goes in by Hippolyte. Hooked overhead. Straight at the goalkeeper. Let me know what your plans are for the rest of the day. We are back a little later, like I said, to do the watch along for Chelsea against Chelsea against Bournemouth. Free kick here to Wimbledon, sorry. So Wimbledon now playing from left to right. MK Dons right to left.
Making it very clear that he doesn't want to have to put players in the book. A number of these conversations with players, letting them know that he's aware.
But yeah, after afternoon all. Come get involved in the chat. Chat's a little quiet. Come say hello.
Physical side of proceedings coming out on a regular basis. Control the game.
Wimbledon win a throw. Play stopped. Bit of an injury here to Jake Reeves.
time to be delighted with how this game started. Just hope that it can continue that way despite the pressure from MK Dons. MK Dons yet to win away this season. 4 of their away games in all competitions, conceding 11 in the process.
We're breaking play, just attending to Jake Reeves at the moment.
Conversation and thought as he has the opportunity to call over a few of his players. Clinton, Josh Merville, the two have joined Riley Harbottle. Stays halted and continues to receive treatment after shot. We can see now Gregory is back up onto his feet.
So it looks as if Jake Reeves will continue for MK Dons.
Wait patiently by the touchline to be invited back in by the referee. Signals now for play to continue. Harbottle launches it long into a crowd though, predominantly white shirts. Stevens trying to get onto it. No avail.
None of you watching so far, come say hi in the chat. Chat is very, very quiet. Not that I don't mind it. Don't mind if the chat's very, very quiet. But come say hi, get involved.
Ross Martin waiting beside
Say hello.
Jake Reeves.
Don't be shy.
Of AFC Wimbledon. Nice opening for MK Dons, playing the ball quickly. Captain has it.
Okay, Don's on the attack at the moment on the left-hand side.
Assesses his options.
Here's Tommy Lee.
Back to Lee.
And it's gathered up nicely. In the end, comes to nothing. First spell of attack, really, from MK Dons.
Slight touch in there from Hippolyte. To take the edge off it and guide it towards the body of his keeper.
Paul says, I see Nicholas Jackson has a contract with Chelsea until 2033. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. So they were talking yesterday on Drive Time on TalkSport
Hippolyte once again launches it long into the
about whether Nicholas Jackson was like one of the leading strikers in the Premier League at the moment.
right ball in the right
I was like,
for him to head
I can answer that immediately for you. No.
again. Back to Hippolyte and it can make it past the first couple of white shirts in the box. Stevens taunting Don McGill.
I don't know how anyone put him into that category of being like a leading striker in the Premier League at the moment. But no doubt he'll start today. Looking for a penalty here.
Trying to keep it a little bit. Aaron Lemay down on the ground.
Looks like
Lemay got back to his feet.
Jake Reeves has gone down again. Looks like he won't be able to continue.
Some changes shortly for AFC Wimbledon.
Oh,
He's not involved in challenge there, going down off the ball.
So I just showed the replay of the potential penalty. Oh, so there's no VAR in League Two.
And there will be a change, and it will be Jay Reeves, the captain, who's coming off.
Callum Maycock coming on then for the injured Jake Reeves.
Summer signing from Solihull Moors, the player to replace him.
It's a bit of a blow this for Wimbledon with captain Jake Reeves coming off.
Some confidence in the fact that he's able to walk off. Jay Reeves. That's it.
Here comes Callum Maycock.
Maycock makes his way onto the pitch.
But in amongst all that, there is a free kick here for Wimbledon to deal with.
Two-man walk.
Tommy Lee's also gone off in the meantime for MK Dons, and
Tommy Lee has left the pitch. Played by Stephen Wood.
Stephen Wern has replaced him in the meantime. Free kick goes in, cleared away. Here is Wern,
Into the mix,
and then cleared away by Wimbledon.
Thomas fell of possession at the end of the first half. Unable to make anything of it though. And that patient build up. It's a brilliant team goal. The only goal.
In the main, that was a cross-come shot, but doesn't trouble the goalkeeper.
Apologies, Marin Lemay. Manchester City Academy graduate. August from Notts County. Again, Callum Hendry cuts it. Figure a low. Back now. Regularly applying that high press, trying to get in and amongst the back three of AFC Wimbledon.
Here come Wimbledon. Oh, the pass was a poor one.
There was an opportunity.
Yeah, pass was a really poor one.
The host,
Matty Smith's not had a great deal to work with today.
Matthew Stevens, has been able to find the opening, just unable to finish them. Okay, Don still yet to have a shot on target.
So again, it's the sort of away the first half's gone. MK Dons with all the possession at the moment, but not really doing a great deal with it.
Slightly brushed down.
Here's Kelly,
Goalkeeper.
and well, it's a shot. Lemonhay Evans puts it out. Paul says, who's your three teams to go down now from the Premier League? Well, I think Southampton are one of them.
Trying to go from distance.
Like, Southampton for sure. Who did I predict at the start of the season? Hang on, let me have a look. Just so I can confirm. Who did I predict at the So I predicted Southampton, Leicester and Nottingham Forest to go down. Let's just have a quick nosy at that table. So I still think Southampton will go down. Do you know it's really difficult. Southampton definitely. Okay, so we're only a few games in. Southampton for sure. I'll say Ipswich. But unless they change anything... Oh, do you know, it's so difficult. So Southampton, I'll go Ipswich, and I'll say Wolves. I think Leicester might have enough about them to stay on. That's a tough one. I was going to say Everton, but the thing is with Everton, you can see them changing their manager, and then they'll end up doing well and probably staying up. Much to my annoyance. But I think that's kind of where I'm at the moment, is Wolves, Ipswich, and Southampton to go down. Southampton just don't look like they've got anything about them to stay up. And it's going to be very interesting to see, like, Ipswich against Brighton this afternoon, if they can do anything there. They've had a difficult start to the season, Ipswich, granted. But it's how they do now against the other sides that aren't Liverpool and Man City. Then sort of see where they go from there. But at the moment, I mean, the two definites for me would be, or the one definite would be Southampton. The other two are pretty much like take your pick, because it's like, I mean, you could pop Everton down there, I suppose. But be interested. Be interested to see what happens. But I think Southampton for sure will go down as one of my definites. Is Norville for Wimbledon, wins a throw. But I'll be interested to know who you think will go down. Out of curiosity, Wayne predicted as well. Wayne predicted Ipswich, Southampton and Brentford. Bearing in mind, Brentford have had a very good start to the season. Afternoon to Gemma, hope you're doing well. So 25 to go. Still Wimbledon 1, MK Dons 0. First half was electric. Very feisty between these two. Big old hatred.
Literally a good interception from Smith. Once again, unable to keep hold of the ball. Wimbledon so quickly flying, so well to fly out of the blocks so quickly. We've been able to keep up that pressure, that momentum. Seemingly going away predominantly of MK Don. AFC Wimbledon have had their chances in the second half.
It's getting a little tasty now.
Possession.
MK Dons are still. Here's Nemain. Shot goes wide. It's a poor effort, really. It kind of sums up, as much as they've had the possession here, MK Dons, again, they've not really done a great deal with it.
Able to find space, and he had the power on it. Unable to try and get it either on target. Always would have been a challenge to try and sneak it under the diving Owen Goodman.
MK Dons again, just they're having a lot of possession on the ball, but Wimbledon proving to be a bit stubborn at the moment, and almost resorting MK Dons to some snapshots, which are not troubling the goalkeeper. Here's Lawrence Maguire, brother of Harry Maguire.
Something that MK Don yet to see. A shot on target. They had a actually cross-come shot carried away, but only lightly.
Here's Nemain.
And that time it's James Tilly wins the battle between him and Aaron Nemain that's been raging on down that far side. For the last almost 70 minutes now. Two going head to head.
Very much attack against defence at the moment, but defence is on top.
Opening once again, this time for the captain.
And MK Dons win a corner. Corner taken. Here's Lawrence Maguire. Chipped in. Oh, I'll tell you what, they've hit the post. MK Dons have hit the post. It's the closest they've come to a goal. Wimbledon hanging on by a thread here at the moment. Free header as well. He leapt very well. Leapt like a fucking salmon. And he's hit the post. Here they come again. Joe Tomlinson on the ball. Here's Gilby. Lemonhay Evans. Here's Nemain. Trip. Cleared away. It is. It's very much attack against defence at the moment. Thank you, Paul Hussey, for the super sticker. And Wimbledon do get the ball back. And it's coming straight back at Wimbledon again. Amazing how this is turning out in this second half. Wimbledon fans getting a little frustrated. You can sense an equaliser if MK Dons can produce a little bit of quality. Too much on it for the main to get to, and now a bit of reprieve from for Wimbledon. Incredible, like attack versus defense there. It was Tripp who whipped it in. Free header for Tomlinson. He's hit the post though. Inches away. Goalkeeper's gone down here though. So, other scores to kind of go for at the moment. Oxford United have taken the lead against Stoke in the Championship. Mansfield Town are 2-1 up against Cambridge. And Wickham have turned it around against Northampton to go 2-1 up there. So whilst goalkeeper got some treatment there, Finch came on for Callum Hendry. And Alex Gilby, the MK Dons captain, went off. Joe White on in his place. Joe Piggott is coming on as well for this is a Wimbledon double change coming up. Josh Kelly on for AFC Wimbledon. Gemmas is on the way down to Stansted, ready for my very early flight tomorrow morning. Joe Piggott on for Omar Bugil. Referee playing a great 1-2 there. Referee didn't mean to intentionally get in the way. Tripp, the main. Stephen Wayne. Yeah, they're trying too much there, MK Dons. But again, it's going to come straight back at Wimbledon. Again, coming straight back at them. Well done. Oh dear. tired legs that was from.
Appearances in the Premier League in the second half of last season.
Oh, he's done well.
Spending their
But it's gone straight back to the MK Dons. 15 to go. Such a fascinating watch this, because the first half pattern of play was not too different to what we're seeing now, but Wimbledon are the ones that lead. Goodman lumping it forward. And it'll go for a Wimbledon throw. A little bit more of a respite here.
on this near side. Throw for AFC Wimbledon. 15 minutes. Regulation time left to play.
God, very nearly got caught there. Lawrence Maguire. Referee's not giving anything for the challenge there.
And then back to the Smith. Lewis. Drake.
Lumped forward, but nobody there.
Joe White on a fresh leg.
It's going to get quite frantic, I think.
Sprints around all over the pitch.
But your typical League Two football.
74% of the possession going the way of MK Don. 3 shots though, none on target.
But for all of
Early stages of this season,
For all of MK Don's possession, they've been really, really stubborn, Wimbledon. They've not allowed them to break them through, or break them down. They've not allowed them to create too many chances. Just the 3 shots for MK Don's, not a single one of them on target. And most of them have actually been snapshots. Or sort of, as we call it, the hit and hopes.
through the middle to White, who looks up and picked the ball back up after trying to set Sonny Finch.
Here's
free.
Wen. The main.
Pressure continues. MK Don.
Back post.
Up high,
Header goes up.
headed up, and there's a scramble in front of goal. There's bodies
Scuffed away in the end. Throw in to MK Dons. I'll tell you what, it's getting real interesting, this one. With 13 or 12 and a half to go. Smith loses the ball. Nemain. Lemonhay Evans.
last season at AFC Wimbledon, coincidentally.
Kelly.
Returning to Stockport, and then of course making the move to MK Dons in summer.
Ball went out of play. Goal kick. Paul says, who are Darlington playing today? Let's have a nosy, shall we?
No surprise to see Owen Goodman taking his time. More changes.
James Furlong coming on
Furlong coming on.
for AFC Wimbledon.
Saying that will place Furlong in the starting 11 for this match. And a player making his way onto the pitch.
So Darlington are playing West Didsbury and Chorlton in a FA Cup second qualifying round game today.
That's extra level of versatility to this AFC Wimbledon side. Trying to look for an opening there.
So there you go. That'd be why I couldn't find any National League North or South games, because it is FA Cup qualifying today, and they're playing West Didsbury and Chorlton.
10 minutes remain in the second half. AFC Wimbledon lead by a goal to nil. MK Dons have had all the possession in the second half.
Here's Nerville.
None of those on target.
Ball goes in. It's a poor cross though. It's not the best.
They've been much more clinical with their chances. That'll be a goal kick.
Not the best cross in at all. It's gone for a MK Dons goal kick.
Liam Kelly.
Paul says West Didsbury and Chorlton is in South Manchester. Yeah. So yes, that's who Darlington are playing today. 3 o'clock kickoff in the FA Cup second qualifying round. Hippolyte's done well. He's done really well, Hippolyte. He's done really well to draw a foul out of that as well.
Plays it quickly. Over the top, it's brought down, and Josh Kelly.
But actually comes to nothing from the free kick being taken that quickly. Oh dear. And the shot is...
Powerful shot from Tomlinson.
I mean, it's a shot for MK Dons, but again, it's not on target.
Over the bar. Far too much on the ball. Came so close to finding the equaliser with that header off the bar.
So MK Dons change. Ellis Harrison coming on.
Shift down the right hand.
Aaron Namane coming off. Wayne says only one's benefiting from Darlow game is Transplant Express.
Comes Harrison.
That famed train line.
Getting his first touch.
Lemonhay Evans.
White.
Joe White did well.
Going to push forward. Back out to Tomlinson.
Ball goes in. Great block on the chest.
Watchalong throwing himself in front of that one. Out for a
Here comes a quick corner.
quickly.
And again, the shot is blocked down, charged down brilliantly by Harbottle. Goes out for another corner.
Look of frustration on the face of Liam Kelly.
Corner. That's a really poor corner. Didn't even clear the first man. However, shot comes in and it's held by Owen Goodman as we move to 5 minutes before the end of the game here.
Smother the ball. Liam Kelly has such a spectacular end to the season. 4-2 and then assisting in every playoff game as Crawley were promoted. 1 goal and 2 assists against MK Dons as well in the process. Time running out for MK Dons. They've so regularly dominated in this fixture.
Here's Liam Kelly.
AFC Wimbledon, who took the Derby Day bragging rights last time, and these two sides met here in March. 1 goal victory that day. Made a brilliant start to the season.
And Goodman thumps it upfield. Southampton down to 10 men. Jack Stevens has been sent off.
86 minutes, which is fine. A shot on target. That great start will be continuing. Johnny Jackson up for manager of the month.
I say with this win, if it stays this way, Wimbledon will top the table for a few hours at least.
It's big in the context of the season as well. Games like this define narratives. And it's AFC Wimbledon who, despite being under pressure for the last almost 60 minutes,
Headed away.
has been able to weather the MK Dons storm and have the only goal of this game.
Oh, and the ball across. Goes out of play for a Wimbledon goal kick. They're going to see this out, hopefully. For them at least. 3 minutes to go plus injury time. There'll be a bit of it, I imagine. About 5 minutes if so.
Frustration from the MK Dons players and fans over how quickly Goodman is going about these goal kicks. Can they find one last opportunity here? Kelly driving forward.
Josh Kelly couldn't make anything of his attack. And a foul for pulling of the shirt. Free kick here to AFC Wimbledon. More time to be wasted here.
Look at the shirt and Sam Drysdale.
For the bragging rights.
Free kick.
For the first time this season at least.
Fans already boosted by the start to the season that AFC Wimbledon have made their best in their history in the first 4 games. Something to shout about if they can see out the last few minutes here at the Cherry Red Record Stadium.
Be frustrating if you're an MK Dons fan, having seen your team dominate possession and everything else and just failing to create anything in this one. Chance for a break. Ball goes in. He's missed it. 2-0. And it's game over now. Bragging rights. Callum Maycock.
Substitute Callum Maycock.
Bragging rights going to AFC Wimbledon.
His first goal for
It's done and dusted now. For all the possession that MK Dons had, they've hit them on the counter. Josh Kelly missed his shot, but it didn't matter in the end. Joe Pigott was the one that whipped it across. It's a great ball. I mean, he should be doing a lot better there, but falls to Callum Maycock, who absolutely thunders that home, and it's 2-0 Wimbledon. And again, that frustration of MK Dons having all the possession, all of the ball. They just haven't done anything with it, and they've been made to pay. Wimbledon 2, MK Dons 0, 3 points to Wimbledon, and their fine start to the season will continue. The best in their history for Wimbledon. They will top the table at least for a few hours. A real game of 10 minutes. Blimey. Still some time remaining there. We've got 10 minutes added on here of injury time.
Well, we only had 1 minute of additional time added on at the end of the first half, and well, that was testament to how well refereed, how free-flowing the game was in the first half. You can see 10 minutes of additional time has been added. And so while the AFC Wimbledon fans celebrate, there might now be a few who watch on with a little bit of apprehension, knowing that, particularly in these derby games, anything can happen. MK Dons, they're yet to register a shot on target, but possession-wise, they've absolutely dominated.
It's incredible. I tell you, it's absolutely incredible how much the MK Dons have dominated the ball, but have still not hit the target. It's frightening how much you can dominate the possession, but again not create a great deal and still not hit the target with anything that you throw at the goalkeeper. They've hit the post, but hitting the post doesn't count as a shot on target. And here come Wimbledon, but they don't because they've decided to lump it upfield instead. Paul says, where did they get the 10 minutes from? My guess would be the substitutes and all the stoppages for the injuries. There was the injury to Jake Reeves. They're in here. Is that their first shot on target? It is. Ellis Harrison's had an opportunity to score there to make it 2-1. But Owen Goodman with the save, and 92.5 minutes in, MK Dons have hit the target for the first time. Thundered away by Nerville. Here's Tripp. Kelly. Did well, Maycock there. Thundered away. Yeah, so my guess is the 10 minutes came from literally the injury to Jake Reeves, the goals, the substitutes and everything else. But 10 minutes does seem like a lot. Does feel like a lot, 10 minutes. But thank you to everyone who has joined us for the watch along this afternoon. We're back later on this evening.
That's gone down as an assist for Josh Kelly. The second of the MK Dons goals is the goal scorer back on the ball again.
Pigott, oh, he's lost it. Oh, but, oh, how unlucky. Side netting, Josh Nerville. Could have made it 3. Probably should have been. Chance out of nothing there for Nerville.
Find the space to get the shot away. McGill guarding his near post though. He seems to come out the other side. There was a slight lull in this game, and suddenly, with 5 minutes of the additional 10 remaining, it sparked into life once again.
Fascinating watch. It always is when you watch games from the leagues down below the Premier League and that. It's a fascinating watch. It really is.
MK Dons have been gifted, but they've been given time. Half of the time has gone though. This could be.
So a dangerous free kick here. 5 minutes into the 10 minutes added on. A goal now.
That they've been missing is crouched down. Owen Goodman. Particularly
Yeah, a goal now, and things could get
moves the players.
quite tasty.
Organising the walls and making sure everyone is in the right place. It really appears to be Maycock that's actually taken the instruction on. Joe Tomlinson stood over this one.
So it's Joe Tomlinson. He decided to whip it in. Ellis Harrison.
It down by Harris.
And it's held by
Keeper had
Owen Goodman.
all the way. Harrison has had his opportunities since he's come on in the second half.
They're in here, Wimbledon again.
Another opportunity.
Kelly Piggott, 3-0. It's Maycock again, sorry. It's 3-0. That wraps it up. Goodness me. The last 10 minutes or so.
Substitution for AFC Wimbledon.
Oh, yes!
They've just absolutely hit them on the break. And I'll tell you what, this is becoming one-sided. And it fully, I mean, it's one of those games that, again, MK Dons, when you listen to the stats at full time, MK Dons have had so much of the ball. So much of the ball, but done nothing with it.
The bragging white rights are AFC Wimbledon.
Josh Kelly pulled it back. And Maycock, who came off the bench, has now got a second goal. And this has become an absolute hiding. Wimbledon 3, MK Dons 0.
Fans and players hang their heads. They would have seen a 10 additional minutes as an opportunity.
And despite the fact that MK Dons have had most of the ball and that, Wimbledon's determination, their stubbornness to allow MK Dons to get through them, and the fact that they have hit the target, they have been clinical when they've had the chances.
Back of the net twice.
They deserve the victory. Did I see a 3-0? I didn't. I thought 1-0 was where we were going to sit. But 2 goals in injury time have killed MK Dons off for good.
His first 2 goals in an AFC
And Wimbledon will top the table with a very, very healthy goal difference.
over summer. And what a day to do it. Johnny Jackson in his pre-match interview saying how all
What a game. I mean, you got to love like the lower league football. You really do.
this fixture as soon as they arrive at the club, and Watchalong Maycock, a prime example of that paying off. Off the bench and putting this game to bed.
So Southampton have been beaten 3-0 by Manchester United. The third goal went in from Garnacho.
To struggle in front of goal. Had 2 shots on target though. having 26
Brilliant stuff. Oh, I'll tell you, it's been a fantastic watch. It really, really has.
been more than under the cloche over the course of the last 60 minutes.
Got 10 seconds or so remaining. On your way out, folks, if you've enjoyed it, do feel free to hit the like button. It helps the channel out immensely. Otherwise, we are back later on this evening. We're going to go over full-time scores from the games from this afternoon.
It's over 100 minutes.
And we're back this evening for Bournemouth against Chelsea in the Premier League.
It's time.
It has been an excellent, excellent watch.
Actually, could be the final kick of the game. AFC Wimbledon lead by 3-0.
Cracking. There you go. Bragging rights. Go to AFC Wimbledon.
And the tie has
In what has been it's been a fabulous, fabulous watch this afternoon. Goals from Miles Hippolyte and 2 from Callum Maycock as he came off the bench. In injury time, sink the MK Dons to a 3-0 defeat to their bitter rivals as it is at the moment, as it stands. Wimbledon do top the table after their victory. Flying high at the moment are the Dons. Let's go through the full-time scores then from the half-12 games. So in the Premier League, Southampton 0, Manchester United 3. In the Championship, as it stands, Leeds 0, Burnley 1. Full-time Millwall 0, Luton 1, and Oxford United 1, Stoke 0. In League 1, Mansfield 2, Cambridge United 1, and Northampton 1, Wickham 2. And in League 2, obviously we've just watched Wimbledon 3, MK Dons 0, and Swindon 4, Newport County 0. Stats then, I mean the stats are pretty impressive, I must admit. Possession wise, AFC Wimbledon, for a team that's just won 3-0, they had 26% possession to MK Dons 74. 11 shots for Wimbledon, 8 on target. For MK Dons, 8 shots, 2 on target. 229 passes for AFC Wimbledon to MK Dons, 644. There's a phrase for us players of Football Manager that say you've just been FM'd, which means that your team dominates but you get thumped, and that's exactly what's happened. Exactly what's happened. Alright, let's get ourselves out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. We're back later on this evening, 7:45, for Bournemouth against Chelsea. So until then, look after yourselves and each other. And keep that playing, why not? That's the play. Yeah, look after yourselves and each other, and I'll see you later on this evening. Take care, everybody. See you later on.